Hello everybody, sorry about that thing. I was checking my recording time, but like when I'm, you guys understand. So, if you're wondering what I'm doing, I decided today will be the day of the day of the day of the day of the day that we build the most secure bunker in the world. And that is quite a bit of exaggeration, but it's not that bad. Now first, to get in, we're going to be using Mumbo Jumbo's entrance of the 2x2 flush piston door. Thanks. So the way a 2x2 flush piston door works is these two pistons are supposed to extend, and then this one's supposed to get pushed up to hide. So we'll use a block of redstone. Mumbo made it much more complicated than it needs to be. So we'll pop around the back for now and use a lever just to test it. Levers are great because they're toggleable, and see, it just covered up and away. I'd actually have to do quite a bit of looking if I wanted to find it instantly. Except yeah, I do not know why that happens. It's something to do with timing. In theory, that would have worked, but there's a lot more to it. So, get out your redstone and get out your glowstone. The glowstone is great because it's what's called an anti-redstone block. Or at least I call it that. What do you guys call it? I call it an anti-redstone block, but it has many names. Then we just need a repeater delay of 4 ticks. Let's make it 3. So what's supposed to happen is that, and then when we hit that, it still doesn't retract. I think it's 4 ticks. Oh, I remember now how this works. Never mind, I understand now. That needs to be extended, and then okay, so now this retracts and then it gets pulled over. I finally fixed it. It probably would have taken me months if it hadn't been for the fact that I built one a day ago. Thanks, Mumbo. Lifesaver. So it just kind of hides itself away. I think it would be time for the exit to this place. Because this is our entrance. Why don't we rig this up to a button down at the bottom? It's going to only be locked, opened and closed from the interior, but I think that's okay, you know, because of the fact that, you know, we need to isolate, like, in the sense of, like, we're going through stuff. Like, there may be a bunker outside, there may be, I don't know, a massive attack or something about to happen. So, anyway, this configuration, okay. And it locks us in. First, I'm thinking we should put the button on. Just saying. So see? What we want to do is be able to run that output off, that button output out on here, around this tiny loop, dedupe, and then down right there. And then what this is basically doing is this is creating a little loop dedupe. For now, we're just going to hollow out this area. We want this to fire so that it activates just after. Yeah, this is going to be tough because we want the delay to get in, not the direct output. We're going to use glowstone to trace all the way around. Put glowstone there. Glowstone, okay. Now this circuit won't, I guess. Okay, now let's just go back one more so we can install that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Grab that slime block. So we're just trying to figure out how to get the dust in there. No, we need to do that. Okay, now, if we just remove that one dot and place it with that. Okay, now let's go up our massive web of circuits and, oh geez, what happened? Oh, I know what happened. This block needs to be replaced with an immovable object because it's going to come in contact with the machine. You can't even believe how complicated this is for such a simple circuit. There's got to also be lodestone. Okay, now why is this? I know. This is super annoying to have to deal with. Now this should fix it. Now, after I actually managed to get up my massive tangle of circuits, you just gotta kind of just sit there, stay loose, sit close to the edge. Hit that, okay. So let's try that again. Now installing two Fortec repeaters. What circuit's broken over here? Well, then we'll use the slab. You know what? Why don't we just put a button there and be done? You just flick the lever, it opens you up, and then you just hit the button on the side of things, and it just shoots you. Good enough. It's good. If it's good enough for me, it's good enough for anybody. I'm not a very picky man. Now that we're open, we can just hop on this slime block, head over to the edge, and get shot up into the air, as planned. So, there's better ways, I know it. But this... Well, anyway, I know what it is, the delay. Well, that's enough with that. It's a shame we weren't able to fix it, but now let's head over to this area, because this is gonna be a redstone bunker. So, we're going to just tunnel in, put in some construction light, remove that construction light. So now we got a pretty open floor plan. So now first up, because I'm pretty prepared for things to go wrong, because things have before. And yeah. Now, this is a relatively large space, so first up, I was thinking a super furnace booth just in the corner. So as you know, it's going to have furnaces, but it's going to have all three types. So really you only need the two, smoker and blast furnace, but it's fun to have all three. So this is the furnace corner. Toss in a little bit of light. Let's put both variants of campfires in either corner. And you may say, well, that's a fire hazard. Have you noticed only wooden buildings in Minecraft catch fire? And you don't want to let the smoke get out to the surface, because that kind of ruins the effect of it being hidden. That was too deep, too deep. There. Okay. Now that that's all finished up and set up, now that we have the furnace booth, I was thinking we could build a cooking area. So obviously we're gonna need a crafting table, probably a painting, because that's like our recipe. Okay, so it says 1 gallon of water, 1 rainbow colored something, and a something. That's our recipe. Those look like something. So now let's go on to the next one. Let's just put in a small sink. Credits to Grian for making this sink design. It's super simple, but super effective. The sink, double furnace, a smoker and a furnace down at the bottom, just for good measure. Put that on the sides. Put that there. Ooh, that's actually a really cool game mechanic you can do. Okay, now we've handled food storage. We've handled food. I think we should make a quick fridge. I'm not an expert at Minecraft fridges, but I understand what their principles are and stuff. Then we just use a button. And then we just use an iron door, because that looks like something part of a fridge. Now, this isn't too complicated. It's just weird looking. I think a iron block. I found this idea in a book and I thought, well, one day I may have a YouTube channel and voila. What's supposed, well, there. See, the door opens up and it spits out an item. So that's a simple, quick way to store stuff. Now, I'm not a genius, but I think a piece of red stained glass and a trap door over it kind of looks like a microwave. You know, like boom, boom. I think a redstone block, glass, trap door. Kind of looks like something. Now let's build, like, we have all this space. So the first thing I go to is Mumbo Jumbo's armor equipping station. You just stand in the corner, it instantly works. And to make it more fun, we'll toss in a shield too. So we now have netherite armor, so that seems like a wise choice. But we made the last slot there for a special reason. So we can also hold a sword, so we don't have to dig through and try and find the one sword we need. Okay, so we hit that, put a sword in, put some boots in that one. Alright, let me do chest plate there, helmet there. This feels weird. To, you know, just be building this machine and have like the helmet dispenser. Now that would fire to do it. So now I'll just switch you so you can see what my head. First, let me go into this corner and hit that. Okay, this side. Now, if I step back a little, it's surely not the prettiest sight, but I look okay. You know, I kind of like wearing that. I think that's what I'm going to wear from now on. Okay, so now let's go up to, I think we should have some form of shower. So this uses a water mechanic, so don't get scared. If you think we're going to be using like fancy redstone. Oh no. That's all we need, a water bucket, and if we want to make it fancy, use an extra bucket. Because that does no help. And our little redstone corner needs that. Okay. Okay. just hit that, and we head in, and we so when that happens, the door opens briefly. So we dunk in, and when we hit that again, we get a brief pause to open up the door. So that's the shower. Obviously, I think we should work on the bedrooms now. You know, I kind of like them as being attached. As you know, being like fold out bunks. Like a bunk that's just like hidden under the floor, and then pistons come and reveal it. In fact, that's what I'll do. No, we want them to be high in the air. Okay, so first I was thinking maybe through here. I'm definitely not amazing at interior design, but I mean, I may be an electrician when I grow up. So the first thing I think we need are lanterns. Because that sounds like a pretty valuable thing. These are really dim, so it kind of complements the dun 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 effect really well, don't you think? I think it can be a double. You pick up some food on the way in, I guess. I guess that's okay. So, the first thing I want to do is put in anvil rails. This sounds kind of dumb when you actually think about it, but it's actually, when you think about it some more, it's actually a really wise move. It's like rails to keep yourself from hurting yourself when you fall off. So we'll put in twin beds there and one there. Now I think we need to build a fallout shelter. Wait, and the best part is that the rails double as nightstands. So that's okay. So anyway, from here I think that we'll just build the safe house now, cause we're already there. But it's gonna be more of an interior design thing. It's not actually gonna be very safe against an attack, but it's gonna look safe. And I'm gonna act like it's safe. Now if you're going, why don't you build some wacky redstone contraption? Good point, maybe I will. So here's my plan. To have a hidden pressure plate that when somebody gets inside, that when somebody's inside, a light turns on. how hard is it to see that pressure plate? So really what's happening is it's taking an input, going here, and up past the doorway, up, in. So what's really happening to the invader, so there's going to be a chest with stone in it, because that helps blend in well with the landscape. It's just gonna have 2 pieces of stone. That's all they need. And probably a soul lantern and an extra soul lantern, and they'll get like one. So all our people can really do is check and see what luck they get on who's invading, basically. Because on the outside, when somebody steps, the light turns on. So then we could be like, oh no, somebody's coming in. We could just hide, and then we could break it when it's safe. And the light turns on. So that'll be there. It's not much. Maybe I'll build, just to be fair, you know, boom, boom, there, instant food station. I'm not actually filling things up in there because, you know, that would take too long. But you pick what the food you want to use, and I should probably shut this up, to be honest. Because anybody could have just gotten in. So now, let's go down a floor and build the mine. I think we should have some form of mine. Or why don't we build this as the lab area? Because I think that would be pretty useful to have like a lab in a Minecraft base. Maybe that's just me, but ew. Okay, there. So this is going to be quite extreme of a defense. This area is going to be our lab for work. So let's do that. So probably I should make a video on how to build a laboratory. But the things that are in laboratories, cause I know, I've been to one. And anyway is, first they have the fume hood, which is just like this area which has glass panes on it. I'm heavily Minecrafting these terms so that way y'all can understand. But basically what it is it's this small booth with the cover on top, and on the bottom they have this. So you can work and like no toxic gases can get in. Oh, I forgot something. A small fuse. Now, you can burn off fumes, so that's probably something that we're gonna need. So that little burner over there. So now, I was thinking some form of crusher area. Credits to Mumbo Jumbo again for showing this crusher in his redstone factory video. Great video, you should check it out yourself. Now, anyway, and in case you're wondering why I'm using the block, okay, there. Now that's a little crusher station. He had a bigger one, but this one is a much smaller version, and it's obviously a lot better looking. No offense. And anyway, so now I think we need to have one more lab thing. Yeah, I think another hazmat suit applicator. Because I think that's important to have a hazmat suit applicator. Mumbo Jumbo made this in one of his videos. So, yeah. I thought it was really impressive. But it was just an armor equipping station. But still, it was amazing. So, I thought he's got different versions of this armor stand design, of this armor equipper. But, okay, anyway, I'll take off all my armor. Go and take off all that armor. That button, boom. Now, look at me now. I'm an all gold armored guy. So now I think one more lab thing. A mixer, yeah, that's good. So now, for any of you who have watched my kitchen video on how to build a kitchen, will remember this very well. Like, so well, you'll probably be like, oh, I remember that. So that's like the area so you don't fall in and hurt yourself. I know a ton about labs. That's also because I love science. In case you didn't know. And if you're thinking I'm the type of guy who does Minecraft as like a part-time thing, yeah. So why don't we just cover up that area so we can work on the mixer design. The mixer design. Okay, now what's going to happen, if I'm right, is when this goes in and down like planned. Yeah, I'm gonna have to repair that. in a sec. What's going to happen through the circuit? Okay, all set. What's going to happen is water is going to flow through both here and here, and oh man. So this goes in and it's supposed to delete it, but it doesn't because these two go rush in to refill it even faster than before, which gives us this mixer. And one more thing. I think another I got an idea. Another crusher station next to our first, but this time it pushes stuff. Next time it pushes, but this time around it pushes stuff attached. Like this, that. So it pushes stuff onto the blade. So that's a little cool. Fume hood. Mixer. In fact, why don't we just do the whole thing? I actually personally really like the texture of those. Can I string that between them? No. Well, this is good. That happened. Okay. I like it. We have a lab. Just basic labby stuff in it. A kitchen, a microwavey thing. The Inferno booth, I guess. Oh, I forgot a critical thing. A TNT testing booth. And I think we should use crying obsidian, because it gives the effect like, oh, this has been blown up several times and it's weak. But it's actually an unbreakable object. Well, it is breakable like an un-TNT breakable, is what I mean. So we have space for 3 TNTs. The more dangerous it gets when you add more and more TNT. So now let's just test it real quick. That was a dumb idea. Told you that was a dumb idea. That was a dumb idea by Minecraft Tinker. And that's why we always insulate our booths correctly. Now, if you want to, like this video if you want me to make a better tutorial of that flush piston door. I'll enjoy making it. You know what? You don't get a decision. I will make it. How's that? Fair, I guess. So, anyway, my name is Minecraft Tinker, and you like and subscribe to my channel. It helps me make an explosion in 2 seconds, guys. On explosion. Seeing how many I could do of videos. Well, majority of it actually survived. So that's okay, I guess. Well, anyway, like and subscribe, everybody, because I just blew up my bunker for you guys. So make sure to like and subscribe. Okay, everybody. Bye now.